Welcome to CFRC's workshop on using Canva for show promotion. Today, we'll walk you through basic Canva tools to create your own images for use in social media and poster making. Many of you may already be familiar with using Canva, but we'll also focus on using Canva to develop brand identity for your show, including the use of color palettes, fonts, and importing your own artwork such as a program logo. All CFRC programmers are also able to use CFRC's logo in their promotional materials. By the end of this workshop, you'll have an understanding of how to select image sizes, fonts, color schemes, backgrounds, and templates, as well as using Canva elements, uploading your own artwork, including logos, and ensuring bleed lines are in place for poster printing. Before diving into any Canva project, it's a good idea to have a notion of what you would like to create that best sets the mood for your program as a whole, or perhaps a specific episode with a particular theme. With an understanding of mood and theme, you can then think about a color palette that will best represent your program. Choosing and sticking to consistent color palettes for your program is a good idea in order to help audiences with brand recognition, as viewers' minds tend to process, store, and memorize visual content like this more effectively than they do shapes, numbers, or even words. Color palettes can make a statement, set the mood, and convey emotion that helps you connect with audiences and drive decision-making, including whether to follow your social media, and more importantly, listen to your on-air program. Repetition of the same colors strengthens brand recognition and audience awareness and engagement. First things first, log into canva.com, which is a free service you can use at no cost for personal use. You can also use a social media account or a personal email to create an account. Once you are logged into the Canva homepage, you can begin to create a new project. To do so, click the Create a Design button on the upper left side of your browser window. Then you will see a menu of options to choose from, including Instagram posts, Reels, and Stories that are preset to the correct size for this platform. You can select or search for the applicable format, such as a post or poster. Once you have selected the design space template, a blank template will auto-generate in your browser. If selecting for a poster or other printed medium, select File, then View Settings, then check the box for Show Print Bleed. From there, you can select a template and style from the left sidebar. Click the design icon at the top of the left sidebar. From the pop-up window that will appear, you can search categories and subcategories of templates you can use and also modify. You can use the search bar to type in keywords related to a particular theme that you have in mind. Once you have selected a template that is to your liking, click on the thumbnail and begin customizing the template in the canvas space to suit your tastes and messaging aims. You can edit every bit of the template you select, including colors, font, text, images, elements, etc., using resources in the left sidebar and editing options from the toolbar at the top of the canvas space. The template you have selected will likely contain items called elements. These elements include images, text boxes, and icons. You can click on any of these elements in order to modify them. Under the Design menu, you can also select Styles to shuffle through color palettes. To modify text, click on any text box in your template. You can use the top toolbar to then format the text, edit and resize your font, change the font styles and colors, and add effects such as shadowing or curvature. You can also delete the text entirely and click Text on the left sidebar to create new text using a font of your choosing. If you want to change other visual elements in your template, you can delete them and choose new shapes, graphics, illustrations, stickers, charts, tables, videos, and photos in the Canva library. You can also upload your own artwork and insert it into the Canvas space by selecting Uploads on the far left, then Upload Files, and selecting the image from your device, dragging it into the Canvas space when it is loaded. To add elements from the Canva library, click Elements. Then, using the search bar, type in the keywords associated with the type of image you are looking for. Once again, to alter your color palette, select Design, then Styles, and click the color palette you want to try. You can redo or undo changes using those icons in the top menu bar. Once you've finished creating your masterpiece, select the Share button on the top right corner and select Download. From the File Type drop-down menu, you can select an applicable format such as a PDF, JPEG, or PNG. Then select Download. This will create the file that you can then use. Here's a quick note about permissions and licensing. One of the many reasons we default to using Canva is that it licenses both the free and pro images through its use, meaning you can use them at no cost. If you're pulling photos, images, or other elements from other sources, please make sure you have permission to use them, or that they are in the public domain or operating through a Creative Commons license which facilitates their use. It's better to err on the side of caution rather than use something for your show which you do not have permission to use, especially using it without credit. Thank you so much for watching!